What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Addicted to Madden channel. I have another upload for you. This is the 5th game I've uploaded onto this channel that I'm putting up, meaning to basically to help people get better at Madden if they need it, and maybe a little bit of entertainment. I put a lot of my gameplay up here and put some commentary on it just so you can see how things operate in an actual game. Sometimes when you do things in practice mode, it'll work in practice mode, but it doesn't work in a game. So that's why I like to put the games up so you can see it actually working. And for instance, when I did that tutorial on how to combat the Heavy Panther formation and the Wildcat formation, I did that with gameplay. It wasn't online gameplay against another human, but nevertheless it was gameplay. And in fact, it was all Madden, on the all Madden level, so that you could see how it actually works. Because I've had things where they work in, whether it's a particular nano blitz or something, or a particular offensive play, it'll work in practice mode, but then it doesn't work in actual gameplay. So that's why I like to put up gameplay for you to watch. And right now, this game here, we got the Dolphins and the Broncos. As you can guess, I'm the Dolphins. I really like the Dolphins. They have pretty much everything that I want. They got a good quarterback. They've got fast running backs. They got good receivers, fast receivers, good hands receivers, and really good hands tight ends. So they have everything I need on offense. Their kicker's really good too. I know a lot of people may not think about that, but that kicker has he's got a good leg too. So that can actually come in handy if I ever, whenever I have to settle for a field goal or something. And that was a pretty nice catch right there. My opponent here is using the Broncos, and he's a really good player. I had a lot of respect for this guy. This was not an easy game. We're in the second quarter here, and I'm moving the ball down, and I'm about to score another touchdown to go up by 7. That way, so the score is 14-7, and he gets the ball back. And I always start off playing man defense as usual, just to see if he knows what he's doing. To me, man defense, for me personally, tells me better if you know what you're doing versus zone. And right there, he actually, even though he's a good player, he threw that out pattern a little too late, and that's what allowed me to switch to the opponent and then pick that off. And that's that's what I hope for. That's the reason why I start off in man coverage. To me, man coverage tells me more about your passing ability than zone does. Because zones, you can just streak zones and then and then beat zones like that, and you don't even have to be that good to do that. So I like to start off in man just to see if you really know what you're doing. And so I got the turnover there, and we're almost at the 2-minute warning, and I'm up by 7 points, just trying to get another score here. Now I want to milk this clock as much as I possibly can. I don't want him to have any time left to go down the field and score at the end of this half. Plus I get the ball at the half too. So that all works in my favor. So, clock management to me is the second most important thing in Madden after offense. First you got to get a good offense down, be able to score, have a good like 2-minute offense, be able to score as fast as humanly possible, but then also have a good be able to milk the clock too. And so basically what I usually do, since he has 20-something seconds left, he doesn't have any timeouts, I do go to max coverage here, just to if he completes any passes, he's gonna have to complete it inbounds and then basically let the clock run out, just like he does right there. So that clock is ticking, and he didn't have any timeouts left. So, and he goes for that little Hail Mary there, but I was there to pick that off, and I'm actually kind of surprised they gave me that, because that's Peyton Manning going to Demaryius Thomas. And one of the things I noticed about Madden over the years is that it's all about respect. It's all about, if you have a good quarterback throwing to a good receiver, they will usually make that a reception 9 times out of 10. And I'm surprised that was even a pick at all. I mean, I was expecting that, if not a touchdown, I was expecting that to maybe be an incomplete pass. But usually, just because since it's simply Peyton Manning, they won't let you pick the ball off. So second half, I was trying to milk the clock a little bit here. I didn't really do a good job of that. I mean, that first drive that I had only took 1.5 minutes, and that's not good. So I want to milk the clock, that way, because he's down by 2 scores. And by milking the clock, I don't want him to have that much time to come back, because it's not that hard to come back in Madden. I've come back in many games and I've blown lots of leads. I've blown 3 touchdown leads before, and then I've even come back from 3 touchdowns and won games as well. So second half, when you're up, you want to try to milk the clock, and that's what I was trying to do. And he ended up playing pretty good defense, or I guess actually my theory, it would be bad offense, because I don't really believe that there's such thing as good defense in Madden. It's mainly just, you know, you can call whatever you want to call it, but it's up to the offensive player to read what you're doing, and if he successfully does that, then he did what he was supposed to do. And if he doesn't do that, then it's really more on him. I can't really say. I mean, unless you're taking control of the user and you're making amazing plays, that's one thing. But schemes don't really matter. I mean, everything can be combated in Madden. I mean, max coverage can be combated, blitzes can be combated, regular zone and regular man can be combated. Everything has a weakness, so even nano blitzes can be combated. So he ends up scoring there. Scores 21-14, and we're getting near the end of the third quarter. And again, I'm just trying to milk the clock. I'm not really trying to play aggressively. That there was actually a really bad read by me. Usually very good with my reads, but that one I really tried to force it. So I end up punting to him, and so now he has a chance to tie this game. This is now a game. Now it's it was up 2 scores. At halftime I was really confident. I was up 2 scores, and I was getting the ball. In my mind, I kind of thought the game was over, even though he was good. Even though I acknowledged that he was a good player from the jump. I thought the game was pretty much going to be over there. This would be a pretty routine game, but now he's back in this thing, getting towards the end of the third quarter, and he's just moving the ball. He's throwing those out patterns. So that one pick that he threw where he threw that out pattern too late, he's basically fixed that. He's now throwing them on time, and he's just moving down the field on me. So we're in the red zone here, and in the red zone I always go max coverage just because it's harder to throw. It's harder to pass. In the red zone, the field is so small. So if I have 9 people in coverage, guarding just that little amount of field, it's usually it's pretty hard to stop it. But he managed to pass it in there anyways. So now we have a brand new game. It's the fourth quarter. The score is 21-21, and I'm starting to get a little nervous here, but because it's early in the fourth quarter, I'm trying to go hurry up here because I want to score as fast as I can. Give him the ball back, let him do whatever he's going to do for a few minutes, and then that way I can get the ball back with just a few minutes left, and then I can milk the clock and be the last one to score. That's how you want to manage the clock. I do that at the end for the first half as well. I try to get 2 possessions to your 1 possession in the second and in the fourth quarter. So I end up settling for a field goal, and then I go for this. I meant to go for the onside kick, but I ended up squibbing it right there. The title of this game, if you caught it in the beginning, was the Lucky Gamble, and that's where it was right there. I was going to go ahead and I had to go for a field goal because he ended up playing good defense against me, or I ended up playing bad offense. And I wanted him, whether he was going to score a touchdown or not, whatever it was going to be, I wanted to go ahead and give it to him and let him do whatever he was going to do real quick. So I onsided it there. I meant to do an onside kick, but I accidentally picked squib kick. So I decided to just squib it, and I pressed the directional button all the way down, so it would basically just go straight ahead at the guy that's like 10 yards in front of the kicker. And then I gave it no power, and it worked exactly the way I was hoping it would work. It just went straight to that guy, bounced off of him, and I recovered it. And that was the Lucky Gamble. That's why I called this game the Lucky Gamble, because I don't know too many people that would do that. I think a lot of people would probably just try to just kick it deep and just hope they can play good defense. But this guy, he caught fire in the second half, and I had no doubt that he was going to come back and do something. So that was the Lucky Gamble I took. But at this point, I scored a touchdown. I got that fumble. He messaged me saying good game, and even said that I had good defense. I don't know about that, but I just messaged him back saying, you too, bro. I mean, he was really good. Had a lot of respect for him. And that's the end of the game. So thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for some more vids. They'll be coming soon. Peace.